Tell us how you really feel.
That was Panda.
Well,
All right. Good evening. What's up there, absentee and sax man?
what's happening?
Hey.
Another wonderful day in the neighborhood, I guess. Let's see here. So before we get started about the Antifa thing, y'all see where the 4 people got kidnapped and
Killed. Well, 2 of them.
Yeah,
In
2
Mexico?
of them. Yeah.
Did they actually kill some of them?
2 of them.
Killed 2 of them.
Injured one.
No shit.
Yeah. I hadn't got the skinny on it. I don't know where they were kidnapped at. I don't know any of the details yet.
I want to say, weren't they going there from, somebody was going for medical treatment? Is that what I understood, or am I misinformed?
It could very well be. I mean, it's not uncommon to go across the border to just pay cash for stuff, medical, dental.
Okay.
Yeah, pick up some Viagra, stuff like that. It's cheaper down there. You go down there to get dental work and come back minus a kidney. Makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's that quality control you're looking for, right? Yes, sir, Demon. I heard about the bill. I haven't read the bill. I heard about being introduced.
He's talking about succeeding.
Yeah, the Texas bill.
Hey, yeah.
Well,
Hey,
that some bitch is gonna get overrun if that goes through.
Boy, you'd see an exodus, wouldn't you? They Texas wouldn't be big enough. They'd have to annex part of Mexico.
Man, their flag would really mean something now. That one solo star hanging out on there.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Absolutely. Don't worry about a wall. Fuck it, we'll build one for you.
Mm-hmm. All the way around.
Damn right. I heard about it, but I haven't read much into it. I mean, I would love to see that get some real traction and attention, but I just do not see the brown shirts and the federal government turning loose in Texas because there's way too many resources there.
Well,
oh yeah, Texas is a moneymaker.
The thing is, though, when Texas agreed to join the union, did they not have a stipulation that they could succeed if they wanted?
No, there was a stipulation that they could break up into 4 or 5 different states, but not necessarily secede.
Yeah, you don't want them breaking up into states because Austin will become like another blue shithole.
Oh, yeah, well, it'd stay a blue shithole. Yeah,
Just saying. Don't give them none of it if you help it.
right.
So, but
Well, I'm about to put up a little sign out here at the little 4-way dirt road over here and name it a community, and we're going to secede from the state.
Sweet.
well, I'll tell you what. If that works for you, let me know because I'm headed your way.
Hey, right now it's an army of one, and I'm recruiting.
We got to have papers to get in.
If you got your CCW, you're welcome.
Sweet.
I think we can make that work.
Let's rock and roll.
Me and my wife have that. Nice.
Admission is a fifth of Eagle Rare, and you're good to go. Oh, yeah. Only Antifa can do that, right?
Apparently.
Jeez.
Apparently.
So, we're kind of going to scatter all over the place, everybody, but the caption is Antifa and the other high-cost stupidity, which is there's quite a bit of that
Yes, sir.
in the United States currently. I was actually riding to work today thinking about the current state of our country. Don't get me wrong. I still love my country. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this, and I wouldn't be here, period. But I do not love what's going on in the country at all. And I'm not so much as leaning towards the whole MAGA thing, you know, that gets pronounced and put out and blah, 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 make America great again. I'm not young enough to remember when America was great. Fully, 100%. Right? And y'all know what I mean by that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do I support slavery? Hell no, not in any shape, form, whatever. No person should own any other human being. However, technically, we're all owned by the government anyway. But, and I'm going off on a tangent here, so y'all just stick with me.
I love tangents.
I get wild notions sometimes, and it just happens. So, basically, I have a very long ride to work, over an hour, so I get a lot of time for free thinking. And I don't even know if the radio works in my vehicle because I've never turned it on. But anyway, you know, so I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, you know, what is the basis that we could get back to? And the only thing that pops into mind every time I ask myself that question is, let's just get back to being godly.
Mm-hmm.
Use the Bible as your moral compass. I mean, the answers are there. The manual was written for us. All we got to do is stick to it.
That's it.
If you're doing something and it feels like it's wrong, then it's probably wrong.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I have a very, very bad, well, not bad. Well, I'll say bad, but in a good way, moral compass. You know, even though if I'm walking through a convenience store and I find a 20 on the ground, I won't put it in my pocket. I'll turn it in. Even though I know that person that I just handed it to is not going to do the right thing, it's all for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
But that's what we got to get back to is a country where if it's not right, get rid of it. I mean, you know, and I've had some pretty crazy videos sent to me over the last few days. One of them absolutely crazy. Thanks, Ranger J. But it's real. It's real. It's what's happening in other places, you know, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. And we've got people in our country complaining about what they don't get, this and that, and, you know, just bitching about everything, talking about the 900 genders and so on and so forth. But you are in a nation where any person has the ability to get off their sorry ass and make what they want.
Yeah.
It's there. The tools are there.
Yep.
So if you want to go to college for fucking underwater basket weaving and then want to try to get a refund on your fucking college you know, debt. Fuck you. Okay. I mean, nobody gives a shit about finger painting. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, and y'all know about SCAD. Okay.
Yep.
That's where all this shit was bred at. I'm just going ahead and saying that. I used to drive by that place and be like, holy demon, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Drive by it and I'm like, holy, what the hell's going on over there? I literally thought that it was a circus.
Yeah, SCAD's a little special.
A lot of special.
I have a buddy of mine I went to school with, and he was a great guy, really talented. And he went there, and he's a flaming dyed blue fucktard now. I look at him and think to myself, what the fuck blue pill did you take when you were at SCAD? Because you lost your damn mind. And he's in his 50s.
So sorry, Damon. So sorry. Jeez. Mm-mm-mm.
There you go. Yeah, SCAD's just.
Yeah, it's out. It's a different world. I mean, what it was initially designed for is, art and design is what its initial intent was. And I'm not saying that people that come out of there do not have the intelligence of how to make film work and, digitize and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's insane. That was the first time that I had ever seen a 3-foot tall green mohawk.
I bet you could draw the shit out of something now. But as far as being situationally aware or understanding the mechanics of how to balance a checkbook or, I don't know, where groceries come from, he's probably clueless. Just saying.
Well, I'm not saying everybody needs to be an expert on everything, as far as knowledge, but I do like to consider myself very knowledgeable on self-maintaining, right? I know how to turn on a light switch. I know how to change the bulb. I know where the power comes from, right?
Yep.
And I also know how to make my own power. I know where my food comes from. I know how to get my own food. So some people just think that just McDonald's just shows up. The food just shows up there, right? They think everything that's at Walmart just comes out of some little magic machine in the back.
Yep.
No. You got millions upon millions of people out there that's making this happen. And I'm in a farm area. Okay. I've seen the struggle that's going on with farms.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got family that's in farms, friends and everything like that, they're breaking their backs just to make it work. And what's crazy is this happened a while back. Bill Gates, and I'm not going to say any details because then you'll know. Everybody will know where I'm at, kind of roundabout. But Bill Gates bought a lot of large farms in my area, and we're talking about out in the middle of nowhere farms. This happened in like 16 and 17, and nobody even knew about it.
That thing start processing cricket cakes.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Just, I'm telling you, dude, that dude is. He ain't playing with a full deck, and he wants all of us to be under his little fiefdom and do what he says, not as he does. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't know you any sovereignty, buddy. You invented you just chair a company that kind of benefits me. It ain't that damn good.
Big J, I promise you, 30 seconds of speculation, and you would be like, no.
Yeah.
Every time I drive by there, my blinker wants to come on and just drive up through the freaking grass.
Ride through a mural.
It's bad. It's bad.
Butthole puckers and
Oh.
It's bad. Oh, y'all talking about property tax? Man, I don't even, man.
Yeah, there's property tax sucks everywhere.
Yeah,
Especially municipality, big municipality.
everybody's paying that right now. And, you know, I live on a rather large homestead, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty to get that little piece of paper.
Nope. There's nothing fun about it. But yeah, Demon, I'm kind of with you. Taxation is theft to a degree. I completely agree. Once the government figures out a way to impart some kind of way to tax you, it'll never go away.
Well, its initial design was, you know, for the war, but
Yeah,
the war that it was initiated on has been long gone, long gone.
But they found out they could pander for votes and keep that money flowing so they could do all their crooked shit. They weren't letting that go.
oh no, I mean, if you could do it, or if you had the people in power that would actually use taxes for what they're supposed to be used for, instead of, you know, funding, you know, let's see what two Guyanan lemurs, you know, are they homosexual or not? You know, shit like that. Or, you know,
Did he say lemurs?
yeah. I mean, they do shit like that all the time. And, or, you know, funding other governments or, you know, stuff like that. If you used it locally, like you're supposed to, basically just upkeeping the infrastructure, and
We'd have the best place in the world.
oh yeah, instead of getting double and triple taxed on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, after a while, it is theft, and after a while, it obviously not enough of the country is upset about it enough yet. But
I don't think enough of the country is going to get upset to do anything about it.
no,
I think too many of them are lulled into compliance or complacency. I hate to say that. I hate to be the negative Nancy here. I'm usually the voice of hope, but I don't know. I just don't know if we can pull our ass across the finish line with this.
it's that national divorce, man.
Bruh, sing in the choir.
I know.
You know, I'll be the first to pack the shit in the warthog and join up. I'm cool with that. But, you know, it's got to happen first.
Yeah.
And I would hope that if the Lone Star State gives the finger, that some other states say, hey, I like that idea. Let's do the same. But you want to see a civil uprising or an actual civil war, it'll happen then, because see what happens if all those states were to get together, let's say, let's go down to the rabbit hole because we love those. Let's say that 20 red states join together to make a union or a confederacy or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever word you want to use. Historically and economically, those red states are going to be far more producing than blue states as far as revenue, tax, and goods, whether it be labor, farming, industrial, whatever. Oil, I mean, manufacturing, just pick something. There is no way in hell the brown shirts and the federal government are going to roll over and let that happen, because they need them to support themselves and their constituents, because they're a bunch of damn freeloaders.
Absolutely.
So that's when you would see a conflict with their own but amongst our own people.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking race riots or any shit like that. I'm talking about an actual civil unrest between two ideologies.
Agreed. I mean, yeah, that whole, that was very reminiscent of another war that we fought. And yeah, it was over the fact that all these breakaway states contribute a lot of money to your federal government, so you can't let them go.
Yep, because you can't give away all the free shit and steal all the shit you steal because, oh, wait, we don't have that revenue stream anymore. They're going to cut that shit off.
Right.
So, and like Big J's talking about reparations. I agree reparations be a tipping point, but again, you got to have enough people to say fuck that in order for it to be a tipping point.
Yeah.
I want you to honestly sit here and ask yourself, do you feel, I'm going to be moderate. Do you feel 30% of the country is going to say, fuck you when they do that?
Seeing what's happened over the past 6 years, no. I don't think, I don't think that there are enough people that will finally, say, I have nothing to do with this. And you have sit here and blamed us for years for your lack of getting out and making something of yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. I don't see the electorate having the balls to stand up to something like that.
Nope.
It would be nice, but I really don't.
I hate to say that. I really do. And again, I hate to sound like a damn negative Nancy, but I just don't see it. And here's the thing that really baffles me, Sax man. When I'm out and about in public, you've been with me when I've been out places.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go up to somebody, I'll speak to them. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, whether you're wearing a damn sari or whatever the fuck they're called, or whatever. I don't care what nationality you are, what color you are. I'm going to speak to you like a human being because you are. As long as you don't look at me like I'm a piece of shit, I'm not going to regard you as a piece of shit. So the dog's not going to come off the chain. So most of the people I run into, whether it's the person delivering shit to me from Amazon or it's the lady trying to reach something in the damn Walmart and I'm helping her, or somebody checking me out at the damn Kroger, whatever, I don't see all this animosity.
Right.
Now, I do see animosity, but not from them. I see animosity from certain people like you, and all of you can attest to this. You'll be in like a store or something, and somebody just walk in front of you. There's no excuse me, oh, I'm sorry, none of that. Like, I have the right to be here. You can wait your turn. Now, I do run into that, and it's getting harder and harder to me to say my shit under my breath. There's going to come a time when I say, I'm walking upright long.
All right.
I'm sorry. And Vanguard knows where I'm coming from. This shit right here ranks right up there when you're in line to pay for your fucking groceries, and you got this damn EBT toting heifer in front of you, dressed to the nines, with her baby daddy, with a damn Escalade with 2 different color fenders out front, and they got damn 14 fucking kids in front of them that they've been running up and down the damn store with basketballs and bicycles, tearing shit up, and they got damn 3 grocery carts full of shit they're buying on your fucking tax dollars. Tell me I'm wrong.
Nope.
Can't do it.
Yeah, can't do it.
And we've all seen it. And we're supposed to be cool with that. And then you're going to fucking tell us, oh, you owe us reparations? Kiss my ass.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. So it's incrementally being done already in everybody's favorite state of California.
Everything's tested in California.
Yeah. And it's been done citywide. Like, they've had fundings where, if you're a black female with no, and you're unmarried, you can get so much money per
Right.
month from the city or the
Yeah.
county. And it's little stuff like that. It's just, we're going to throw a little turd out there, see if it sticks.
They
Oh, yeah.
encourage them to be worthless.
Yeah.
They encourage them to be dependent. Look, what incentive would I have if I'm up in the hood and it's cheaper for me? I'm gonna make bank if I go and download 3 or 4 children with 2 baby daddies and don't marry none of them, than for me to go work. What do you think I'm going to do? And I'm encouraged to do that. I mean, they pave the fucking road for me and hand me shit to keep me going down that road.
Yeah, but it's exactly what Vanguard said earlier. They are making slaves. This is the federal government doing it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's the modern day serf.
Yeah.
But, okay, and again, I digress from what Big J said. I didn't mean to go way down this dirt road, but we're there. This all goes back to the whole reparation thing. I don't owe them shit. Never have. None of us do. If you're of a different persuasion than I am, and you've had some kind of civil difficulty or issue, whether it's with a cop, a neighbor, a coworker, that's between you and that individual. Okay? You deal with it right there. I don't owe you something because of an incident you had 20 years ago, 100 years ago. I had nothing to do with it. No one in this fucking room did. No one on this chat did. No one on this channel did. But you're going to tell me that I owe you something. No, I don't owe you anything. Just like I don't say you owe me anything.
Oh, no, you're spot on. Like I said, unfortunately, you've got 3 generations now that have been brought up thinking the total opposite.
Yep.
And unfortunately, those generations are running for office and winning.
Well, they're running for office because they're running for office. Well, okay. This is going to go off another tangent. Let's go to public schools for a second. Used to, when you went to school to learn. Okay? And that's still the image that is pushed. But now, learning's kind of takes a back seat. Now it's more about grooming kids to be more social fucktards to reinforce the current social fucktards. And I'm sorry, but a lot of your parents are helicopter parents. They're not involved. So the kids are easily led down whichever path. And the parents are either none the wiser or they're too busy watching Survivor and chasing hoes. I don't know what they're doing. But they're not involved with the kids where they should be. Okay? This is a perpetuated problem that just keeps the same cycle going, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse if we don't get a handle on it. Now, the reason I bring this up, I know in my state, they are introducing to the floor vouchers, which they've never done before to my knowledge, or if they have, it got shot down. I understand, before I go any further with this, I understand there's people in public schools trying to do a job and trying to teach kids. That's great. But I guarantee you, you're not the majority, at least not in the urban areas.
Yeah.
So now you're about to send me off on a rail. So
that's good. Go.
The last 3 years, actually a little over 2 years, okay, public school test scores have significantly dropped.
Just like that.
Okay. Now, when we say scores, we're talking, math, language arts, science, shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your core classes, what
Yep.
school was actually meant for.
Yep.
Now, anybody want to take a guess? And I mean, this is my perspective on it.
I can tell you why it happened.
So why are there core classes, the ones that you need for credits to graduate, why are they falling? I'll give you one example. Okay, critical race theory. That's one. Okay. You got teachers that spending more time trying to influence a child or a youngin on one of the 900 genders, right?
Yes, sir.
And I mean, it's an ongoing thing. So instead of actually going to school and doing what you should be doing, and your scores are failing, they want to just keep pushing all this leftist bullshit. Okay, over and over every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty close ties with the school system here. Haven't seen anything of that nature come out. You know what I'm saying? But if that situation does happen, I mean, I can go ahead and tell you, and the parents, I would say the parents in these areas need to stand up and do something about it. But right now, most of the parents are in support of that bullshit. They're picking their kids' fucking furniture color and shit like that before they're even born. But I mean, it's just such a pain in the ass because the things that they need to know now, I mean, you can walk out and grab some random 12, 13, 14-year-old and ask them a question about history, and they have no fucking clue.
Nope. They don't know shit.
It's sad. You could probably go and ask them a simple math question, and they probably couldn't give you the answer. But in my belief, children are graduating on a senior level right now with the education of a third grader.
They have no common sense unless the parents actually are involved and took the time to teach it to them. None of
Right.
them.
So and I've been to graduations and stuff like that, and I've seen the honor students and stuff like that, and I know their parents and I know their upbringing. And you sit here and look at these kids and you're like, well, that, and they really wasn't above average. Well, they were, but they're not like some super geeky kid. We all had those kids that were in our school that were just a genius. We're talking the Albert Einsteins of the 7th grade, right?
Yep.
That if they were doing trigonometry in 7th and 8th grade, you were like, holy shit, what's wrong with this person?
Right.
Now you get in your senior class and they can't even count their damn toes.
No.
I mean, it's bullshit. It's sad. But the reason being is because they've got too many extracurricular teachings going on in the schools and need to get back to the basics. You need to get back to teaching people. Do they even have home economics anymore in school?
You have to hunt for it, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like shop. It's really hard to find. If you get out away from a major urban area, like where you're at or some other folks, you might have it, but it's going to be much less predominant in an urban or a suburb. They're going to phase it out.
I don't know how it is in this state. I know when I was in the state I came from, it was required by law. You had to do this. You had to take
Home ec.
and pass. No, but it was, I'd just say it was Texas history.
Okay.
And this was back in, from 87 to 90. You had to take and pass a whole, it was like 2 semesters of Texas history to graduate.
I think you have to do that in this state.
Do you?
I think. Don't hold me to that, but I know when I was in school, you had to.
And another one, this is awesome. If you've ever been to a graduation ceremony in this county, you have to just show up for one.
I'm not going back.
Because it's like going to the flipping zoo, man.
Bruh.
You know, they will sit there and tell you, "Hey, let's be courteous to everybody." This is symptomatic of the culture that we live in. Let's be courteous to everybody, including the students that are going across the stage, and reserve your cheering and clapping and blah 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 for afterward.
And how many people follow that rule?
Yeah, maybe 25%, maybe. Yeah, it was. It's literally like going to the. I'm not. This
Bruh.
is not a racial thing,
It's
but
like
this is
the Hood Red Olympics.
this is like going to the monkey section of the zoo and watching them throw shit at people. That's what it was like.
So, speaking of graduations, earlier, and I think I mentioned this to you guys before. I said not a whole lot of fuckeries going on in my town, but however, this is two things. So, the valedictorian and stuff like that, they got to wear different colored gowns, right?
Right.
Used to. So one parent's child didn't make the cut on being valedictorian or honor student. So this was her fix to it. I'm going to go to the school board and complain and say, oh, they get to wear a white gown. That's not fair to the other students. Okay. However, this child, they go through school and they get on, 4-H and FFA and just all kinds of extracurricular activities, right? And they really put it forward. They're just honor roll students all the way throughout, got the highest GPA, everything you can imagine. But they're not allowed to be proud on that day for an overachievement. And that's the way the nation is set up now, is no matter how hard you work, the sorry son bitch that's beside you is still going to get the same.
Trophies.
Huh?
Participation trophies.
Yep.
Yeah, damn that. Okay. So they went from being able to wear a completely different colored gown, which has always been an honored tradition throughout most high schools that I've ever known, right?
Yep.
They get to wear these little bitty ropes, right? That's different colors for different things. All right. And that was one situation. And then we had this one male student show up with fucking high heels on.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Now,
got to be shitting me.
I got to commend the principal. And the principal was right without infringing on this person's rights. Okay. No high heels were allowed, not even for females, because of the danger of going up the steps onto the stage and off. So no high heels were allowed. So he didn't tell him you can't wear them because you're a fucking idiot. He just told him you can't wear them because nobody can. So that kid, okay, and the principal told him that if you can't dress to the code, to the rules, then you can't graduate. So this kid raised hell and thought he was going to get what he wanted. Guess what? He did not graduate. And he did not get his diploma until he wrote a formal apology letter to the principal.
Good.
Awesome.
But see, if we could get people back to that just a little bit, it would change a lot of things.
Well, I completely agree. But, the problem is it's a couple different things. A, demographics. B, I don't care what anybody says. Without God in the schoolhouse, it's jacked up, in my opinion. And C, you've got to get rid of this whole agenda that's being pushed and get back to the basic teaching of kids, and start recognizing kids for achievement instead of participation.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be an indoctrination camp.
No,
It's
not.
literally supposed to be getting your kid prepared to go to college and or trade school and or nothing. Basically giving them knowledge so they can be productive citizens in the world.
Absolutely.
Right. But what did you learn in kindergarten? First thing you learned, right, was the golden rule. Okay. Do unto others, you have them do unto you, and the Pledge of Allegiance, and you learn to take a nap after lunch. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
So all of that stuck with me throughout my entire life. We do a prayer and a pledge before we start work every day at my job. Every day without
Good
fail.
for you.
Okay. And it's not going to change. It's not going to change. If they want to change it, I'll stand up and do it by myself. But we get no pushback. Okay. And it doesn't matter what walks of life people are from. We've got one of the largest mixtures you would ever imagine in your life, but everybody participates, right? But I can't take the nap after lunch, but still, you know, it's still do unto others as you have them do unto you. And then we do the pledge and the prayer, where the prayer,
Right.
then the pledge, in that order. And that is a proud moment every single morning that I get to enjoy, right? I get so much pride from that. And the thing is, our nation just it's failed. It's failed. I mean, that's just as clear as I can say it. Because other than going in and teaching everybody the golden rule and, walk in a straight line or pray to God or say the pledge every morning before school starts, they're trying to tell little boys that they need to wear a fucking dress and trying to tell girls that they need to wear, I don't know, fucking flat tops and
Peace standing up.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's insane to me, and it's hard to grasp hold of. But I mean, it's just a frustration that I deal with daily, and I'm sure everybody does.
Yeah.
It's just saddening. It's sad. A nation that once stood proud in the face of all other countries, right?
Yep.
That was feared. We were feared because of our standings and our beliefs. Now that's all gone. I mean, we've got a percentage of it, but it's not the majority percentage anymore. It's very small. You got small little network groups like ourselves, right, that get on here and talk about it. And I mean, we have people come on here and chat. We get new people all the time. That's great. That's great. But the thing is, I get frustrated because I wish that there was some way to collaborate all those people into one, right?
Yep.
And start making an actual change. And I mean, we've had a lot of fly by night, patriots, so to speak, whatever, that's full of shit, right?
Uh-huh.
We've been here. Okay.
Yep.
We're not pandering. We're here to talk about shit that's going on and tell the truth as we see it with as much facts without blinding as possible. But you get some that get on there and they actually become influencers and then they turn it into something that is not supposed to be.
Right.
And then when it doesn't, when people start falling off from them, they vanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just get frustrated, and that's my tangent on the school situation. Is it's bullshit. Their scores are falling, and I mentioned this several times before, a long time ago. The first step is to make everybody stupid as a whole.
Sure.
And I'm saying that
yeah.
as I can. If you uneducate people, then you have the control as a government body.
Yeah, because they'll believe anything.
Yeah.
They're pliable.
Sorry, before I forget about it, this is another one of those, not only has the school system, they actively indoctrinating, but it's also a corporate thing as well. I sent T something earlier today. Well, yeah.
Yep, seen it.
Yeah, so you saw that. So you saw what the first line was, right?
Yeah.
The whole, let's celebrate diversity. We want to celebrate diversity.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, name for me one thing that being diverse has ever been a boon to something. And you look at all these other countries, that say, well, we have the lowest crime rate and, stuff like that too. You talk South Korea, you talk a lot of, countries that people don't immigrate to that are, everybody's the same. You know what I'm saying? Without saying it, it's homogenous. Okay. There is no diversity in the way that our lefties talk about diversity.
No.
But yeah, you're right. Diversity is division. And when you start celebrating the fact that, this group is different from this group is different from this group, it's you're, and I don't know if this is, part of the plan or what, but you have created a wedge in between people when you do that.
Yep.
Instead of saying we're all Americans. Damn it, we're all red-blooded Americans, in the greatest country in the world, or, used to be. Instead of saying that, it's, what? Let's celebrate Johnny, Jonitha over here, because, he thinks he can get pregnant, or, whatever. But it's stuff like that. It's, like I said, it's not just schools. It's corporations.
Yeah.
It's just it's invasive. It's insidious.
You're absolutely right, brother. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. Well, people's not gonna move to a fuck around and find out country. It's not gonna happen.
No.
I mean, you've got fucking extreme pedophilia going on in America, and yeah, I'm calling it like it is. And it's your higher ups. I mean, there's evidence out there. It's not getting put out like it's supposed to because freedom of speech is no longer freedom of speech.
Don't forget about human trafficking too.
Yeah, don't forget that. You want to order fucking pizza at midnight? Sure.
You want
$100,000 pizza. What kind of fucking anchovies you got on that bitch? So, in these other countries, they ain't putting up with that shit.
Nope.
You go fuck around with a underage kid or some shit in another country, and they take you out there and whack your shit off right in the middle of Main Street.
Yeah.
They don't play that shit because it's not right.
Nope.
It's not right on a religious standpoint. It's not right on a moral standpoint.
Nope.
But everybody has been so indoctrinated in our country that they're numb to what should actually be happening.
Right. Desensitization. You know the word I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah. We see so much bullshit that we lose sight of other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's all sleight of hand. So right now we've got, stupid shit going on. You've got homeless veterans and just stuff like that. And they never want to talk about stuff like that. So how many homeless veterans are there right now? I just want to see. Hold on.
Shit. More than there should be.
Exactly. But I want to get a crisp number.
Let me look.
All right, so
you got your numbers?
So it's saying that a total number of veterans who experienced homelessness was 33,129. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, I want to look at something else. So that was 33,000. We'll call it 34,000 just for the sake of the conversation.
Okay.
If I can get this shit to work, there we go.
In my opinion, it's 33,000 too many.
Right.
All right. So there's 33,000 homeless veterans in the United States.
Right.
The Ukraine has had a total of $46 billion sent from the United States.
Uh-huh.
That's financial, that's
Military.
military gear, security, things of that nature. So that $46 billion could have been split between those 34,000 homeless veterans, put them in a house, take care of them. That would have been $1,393,000 that could have been divvied up amongst those.
Right.
You with me?
That doesn't benefit the politicians.
It doesn't, but fuck them.
Bro.
That's as nice as I can say it. Because look, I'm not prior military, but I can promise you, I stand for prior military. These are the people that, not all of them went and fought in a war, but they would have. You know what I'm saying? They were there. They did the training. All they had to do was be called up.
Yep.
But these are people that sacrifice so much to go and fight in other countries, sacrifice their families to be out there in the fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But they can't get a house. Hell, a lot of them can't even get a job.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're sleeping on the streets.
Dude, when I was I know I've beat this horse many times. The times I've been to DC, and you got those grates on the ground where steam comes out of them, wall to wall homeless in fucking DC. FBI agents going to the damn their building will step around them and ignore them.
The capital of the free world.
Yeah, and we got fucking homeless living on the fucking grates. And I'm supposed to be okay with that, and you're sending fucking money overseas to some
proxy war
champion piece of shit that we shouldn't be supporting in any way. I mean, the whole dynamic's just fucking insane.
It pisses me off.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The whole time I was there, and every time I'd see all those homeless, it just dumbfounded me. I saw more fucking homeless on the streets of DC, our fucking capital, within 3 to 4 miles of the fucking Capitol building itself in the White House, than I see in any fucking major city I've ever been in this fucking country. Think about that for a second.
I got something for you to think about. The average person, the average wage of your blue collar working person, average taxes that they will pay in their lifetime. This is not considering your automobile taxes, none of that shit now. Land taxes. This is just taxes that'll be taken out of your hard-earned money. $480,000 average. Okay, that's average. Some above, some below. Now, out of that $46 billion that was sent over there, you couldn't non-tax a veteran. I'm just saying.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
$480,000 per person. Y'all let that sink in.
That's a lot of fucking money.
That's if you make an average pay of about $70,000 a year. You're going to pay 34%. 34.97%.
That's insane.
I'm sorry, 34.49% of your life's earnings will be spent on taxes.
Yep. Many things that your taxes are paying for, you will never benefit or enjoy.
Amen.
Actually, I must apologize. The 2022 update is $525,000.
Oh, well, thank you for that ray of sunshine. That just made my fucking evening. Wow. Okay, well, we've successfully we've talked about all kinds of high-cost stupidity.
Hey, you want to move to New Jersey?
Fuck no.
Their average lifetime taxes is $931,000.
Good
No.
Lord.
Ain't happening.
Holy shit.
Give that shit back to the British. I don't want to go there.
So owning a car in your lifetime, for the duration of your lifetime, you'll pay $29,521 in taxes.
I can believe that, depending on where you live.
I was going to say, in this state, I can believe it.
Your real estate taxes for your lifetime will be average of $128,000 for a house that you pay for.
Dude.
Y'all are welcome.
Oh shit!
Y'all are welcome.
I'm so glad that my shit's paid for.
Not the taxes.
Not the taxes, but I own the motherfucker at least. That's a plus.
There is that.
But you're right. The taxes, they're like that. They're like that knife in your, or you know, sometimes you feel like you pulled something, like you pinched a nerve or something. You just can't get that some bitch right to get to go away. That's how taxes are. It's like a pinched nerve or sciatica. Shit just sticks with you like luggage.
Well, they're pushing to swap up this taxes, but I don't know now. I
don't think they'll ever do it, dude. As much as that would actually be righteous, and I would love for it to happen, they can't pander for votes with it. They're never going to get rid of something they can pander with. Not this current regime. Now, if you can clean house and get some fresh blood in there, that's not a bunch of fucking criminals.
But what are they pandering? I mean, I don't know. What are they pandering? Because they hadn't lowered taxes.
No, but what they can do is, okay, check this out. If you don't go to a fair tax or a flat tax or whatever, you can pander to the lower income, which you're trying to make all of the middle class lower income. Because what happens, they become more dependent on the government. So you can tell them, well, look, we're pushing this tax this way or that way, so we can provide you with the essentials you need. So the people in the lower income stream are going to continue to vote blue or whatever they're voting to continue to get the handouts, because they've been put in a position into that cycle. They're locked in that cycle where they can't break it. And that's how they would pander. See, if you go to a flat tax, they can't pander to that anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm with you 100%.
and if you ever watch any of those videos where they go up and ask them about basically the little leftists, about taxes and should we pay less or more, with all the great things that infrastructure, blah blah blah, and there's a big segment of this society, unfortunately, that's just fine with paying more taxes, as long as they get to keep whatever it is. Just like you're saying, as long as they get to keep getting the handout, or or they'll throw it over. Well, in Europe they pay 50 some odd percent in taxes. This isn't fucking Europe.
No, and Europe sucks.
And Europe sucks, but also there's a big difference in the way that things are structured over there. There's not as many people in these little European countries that practice stuff like that. Yeah. They don't have the division that we have over here. There's a lot of things that play into the fact that they don't produce anything. We pay for a lot of the stuff, through your taxes. That money that goes to other countries that hate us and some that are indifferent to us. But if we can stick a military base over there, we're sure as shit going to send them money. So yeah, it's a whole different dynamic, and our little leftists don't understand that.
Well, if you're on full government assistance, right? And they come pander to your votes, hey, lower taxes, lower. You're not paying any fucking taxes anyway.
Nope.
No.
They don't deduct shit out of your little SNAP EBT bullshit, okay?
Nope.
Nothing. Not a damn dime. Okay, and then at the end of the year, you're going to get what I paid in. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fair.
That's it. You're exactly right.
I propose one of the motherfuckers gets up in the morning, makes my breakfast when I'm driving through.
Well, my breakfast burrito, damn it.
Like that, give me a biscuit at Buc-ee's.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
Just saying. I'm gonna put a request. I'm gonna do a good one.
So we've been off. We've been out there. You want to talk about Antifa and other costs, high stupidity?
Well, we've covered all the high stupidity costs. Now we just go to Antifa and wrap it up. I mean, I look at this whole Cop City thing in Atlanta, where they keep having these so-called clashes with law enforcement. I watched live video feed of when these fuckers came marching in. I'm gonna give some observations, and then everybody can add their 2 cents. I've never seen Atlanta. I'm assuming those were APD officers, but I guess they could have been Fulton County. They sure as hell weren't the cab. Those some bitches look like extras out damn Fast and Furious trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. I didn't know you could make a police SUV move that fast on dirt. Now, you see all these black ninja-clad fucktards, and the ironic thing is, all these Antifa guys, the majority of them were white. Very few.
Oh yeah, these are tree hippies.
Ethnically diverse members. So, I mean, and it wasn't like they came running up on the police. They were marching up, okay, in plain sight, coming out from the backside of wherever this damn construction site is. Those damn police hauled. So, I mean, it looked like damn Roadrunner trying to get the fuck out of there. They ran across the street, and Antifa just marches right up, starts setting fire to shit, breaking into the Connex trailers, shuts the damn gates. They've got that green mesh across them, starts throwing shit, Molotovs, fucking fireworks, rocks, whatever they can pick up at the fucking police. Police keep going back. They burn a damn piece of equipment straight to the fucking ground. Yes, you're right. If you look at the pictures of the fuckers they arrested, you're spot on, Patriot Nation. So I'm sitting there watching them, and they get up there, and the police aren't doing shit. The only police I see that ever show up that got any balls are the fucking state troopers. But they get up there, and there's only a couple of them, and they come wheeling in their Chargers and shit, but nothing's going on. I mean, they're all like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" I mean, I don't understand why the police were there. They know it's a place of contention, and they just fled. Okay, that's my first observation. My second observation is there was enough of these fucktards. They had to mass somewhere to march where they were.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're familiar with this Cop City bullshit, go Google Map the motherfucker and look at it. Google Earth it. Look at where they were at. Then look at where they had to amass from. They didn't fucking go in the woods and have a seance and all fucking magically appear. They had to go somewhere, form up, have a plan, and come in. Okay? They were organized. Where the fuck were the 3 municipalities that converge on this property? Where was the law enforcement? Because APD didn't have a fucking clue, or if they did, they were hauling ass. Now, setting fire to shit, that's destruction of private property. Molotov cocktails, I think that's called arson, along with setting fire to the vehicle. Now, I'm no lawyer, but Vanguard, you can back me up here. I'm seeing all kinds of charges here. And let's don't just, and then how many times they try to assault a peacekeeper or a law enforcement officer? I mean, fucking A. They were throwing fireworks and putting Molotovs.
What's crazy is, had the police started returning fire, it would have been just like, whenever they shot that tree hippie that was shooting at the officers and they killed him.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever, placed the blame on the guy for, going out there and taking shots at the cops. It's all, oh my God, how could you do that?
It wasn't even a cop. It was a fucking state trooper. That's why,
right.
Fuck it, I'm not going to shoot the security guard. I'm going to shoot at the fucking Marine.
Yeah.
And then bitch because I got shot.
Right. A lot.
Fuck around and find out.
Exactly.
Do stupid shit, get stupid prizes.
Yep.
It's like that dumb son of a bitch tried to shoot Rittenhouse, and Rittenhouse blew his fucking arm off nearly.
Permanent lefty.
Well, he had to adjust some shit there, I guess. But I have no pity.
Handwriting skills.
Yeah, it was all handwriting. You're right.
No, I said he had to adjust his handwriting skills.
Well,
Right.
I was going in a gutter with my comment about stop.
Welcome to the land of ambidextry, bitch.
Start
But
painting shit
going
with
back
your
to the
toes.
Antifa guys, my thing is, and this is a suspicion I have. I don't think they want to stop Antifa from showing out at this place. And I think you're going to run into this in a lot of places where Antifa is becoming. Because think about this, you didn't ever hear about this bullshit when it first started years ago, because this has been going on for 2 or 3 years. But I think where they're getting footholds, depending on the city, because it looks to me like everywhere they have a foothold is a blue shit hole. Okay. And I don't think it's the police that aren't acting. I think it's the people over the police. If you follow what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I think your politicians, like your county commissioners, city council, whatever, the mayor, good point, they're playing both sides of the fence. What they're trying to do is they're trying to control the optics. Okay? So they're trying to make it look like, okay, well, it's a mostly peaceful protest. Yeah, they shot a cop, burnt down 3 police cars, but it was mostly peaceful. So, we're only going to charge them with misdemeanors. And then on the flip side, they'll roll in there with a bunch of state troopers and shit and, arrest some and say, see, they did this, this, and this, we're doing this. They're trying to pander and control the optics.
There it is.
They don't want to stop it because they're trying to manipulate it to benefit themselves down the road. Exactly, Patriot Nation.
Yeah.
There you go. Man-made. It's a fucking red flag event. Name it wherever you want. I used to call them fundraisers. You generate you get funds to correct it.
If you really wanted to stop it, you could stop it. You could crush it. I mean, in one
2 MRAPs and 20 guys.
Yeah.
Water cannon.
Fucking Irish been doing it for years.
Yeah, bring back the water cannons.
I'm telling you, man, you skid a bunch of them damn hot pocket eating, pink haired fucktards down the street about 100 yards, fuck up their iPhones and mess up whatever other shit they got. They're not going to want any part of that shit.
Right.
Fuck prosecuting. Fuck them up. And here's the other thing. I don't know how many of you watched this video. It's like fucking Antifa has their own damn media division. If you watch when they're there doing all their shit, there's people in back with hats on. Bright colored hats. Their ass should get curb stomped and prosecuted with the rest of them. I don't want to hear that bullshit about their media, their covering, or whatever else, because I guarantee you it ain't like the Dillon report back there. Those of you who know what I'm talking about. These are all wingnut leaning people that are hidden in there and embedded to further their cause and get on film anything they can to twist it against law enforcement. Mama D, as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't give them fucking bond. They're fucking domestic terrorists. Every one of them pink-haired motherfuckers.
Well, I'm with you on the media thing. I'm telling you right now, because they come up on me, I'm not going to be checking to see if they got a fucking badge hanging around their neck.
Nope. There's going to be some fucked up iPhones. I'm sorry. If you're embedded with them some bitches, you're an adversary. There's no other way that's going to spin.
I got my frying pan ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That video reminded me of Kabong. You ever remember that that cartoon?
Uh-huh.
Kabong. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That was some funny shit, dude. Well, I'll get off the soapbox about Antifa. It's just the whole situation seems shady. This shouldn't have been going on for years. And it's just, I see it being manipulated for a political agenda.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at every large turmoil group that has arisen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all been used for political gain, every bit of it.
Yeah. If you noticed who the party is that always jumps on board each and every time, though,
Yeah.
haven't been no damn Republicans or independents. It's been the good old DNC.
I'm just waiting for them to start wearing Che Guevara T-shirts and little freedom fighter caps in Congress now.
Ozzy, no, I did not hear that. While it's unfortunate that people lost their life, I'm going to go with that was a FAFO moment. Very interesting. I need to look into that.
I'm looking it up right now. Does it actually state Antifa members? Let me see.
What river?
It's probably not fit to drink out of now. Maybe they were the cause of the train wreck in East Palestine. And that's not to put any, look, I'm not trying to throw any shade at East Palestine. They got screwed. The damn people need to be held responsible for what's going on there.
Oh, I can't find that one.
He says it was a joke.
Oh. Well, damn it. I'm over here looking.
Either there's been scrubbed, brother, one or the other.
Yeah, I seen that, Mama D, and that goes back to the pandering. You know, they're starting to realize that people's tired of this shit. They're tired of all the criminal activity, and now they're gonna start pushing, right? So why don't they just pull up the 1994 video of Biden and just run that as his ad about putting them in cages and shit like that, huh? Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Just put that on a loop on Fox News.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that. Very much so. Very much so. Well, we managed to cover all the topics tonight. We did good, and I've got some things to quander about DC and some property being purchased next show. We'll talk.
Nice. Don't leave me hanging. I like it.
I think it kind of makes you think. You're not going to like where my thought process goes. Oh.
Well, shit. Sax man, what you got for him, brother?
Holy cats. Secede.
Did I hear secede? Is that what you said?
You did. That's what I got.
Is there a form I fill out online, or are you going to mail it to me?
I can make an Adobe form.
Is there a Dropbox?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can do that too.
I mean, let's just print up like 8 billion of them, and we can go. We can take turns going through and stuffing ballots.
All right.
Is that
mules, man? Mule.
You know how many mailboxes I pass in a day? You get a succession. You get a succession.
I'm just saying.
Right. If Oprah can do it, we can do it.
Hey, the best way to feed the snakes, get one of your own.
That's right.
All right, T.
Oh Lord, where to go? I'm going to second Sax Man. secede works for you and me. Curious to see where that goes. As always, keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. You know, no matter how bad things get, always remember God's in your corner. No matter what they say or what they may try to make you feel, there's always somebody bigger looking out for you.
True.
That's all I got, brother.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna spend the next couple of days looking at properties in Texas.
Hill country, man.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh.
What is the most unpopulated area?
South Texas. Well, that and up near the Panhandle with Oklahoma.
I have to scope it out.
South Texas is pretty.
Very interesting.
Mhm.
That's not too far from the water, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'd like to be away from the border, but close to the water. You know what I'm saying? I got some criteria I need to meet.
Okay. You trade drug cartel for hurricanes.
Yeah.
So whichever. Whatever works.
I'll face the hurricanes.
Okay.
Been there, done that. So, yeah. I don't know, though. Going head to head with the cartel might be fun.
You can target practice in.
Well, on the plus side, I can predict the outcome on that one.
Right?
The hurricane, not so much. But yeah, anyway. So, yeah, y'all stay strapped. Stay dangerous. Y'all get back with us Thursday. We'll be here. Open mic night. Every night is open mic night, but y'all let us know. We'll get you on here. Let's get a big showing. Y'all share this. Share the link with everybody. Get your grandma, your papa, your niece, nephews, uncles, aunts, all of them. Get them on here. What's up, Highlander? I didn't even see you earlier, buddy. But yeah.
Always good to have you, brother.
Let's get everybody on here. I'll start growing the channel. Get it on up there. Thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate y'all giving us your attention for an hour and so. We kind of went off on a lot of tangents, but it's good stuff.
Yep.
A little bit of information comes out of a lot of topics, but
yep.
Anyway, if y'all got ideas for Thursday, shoot them over, or you can comment here after the live stream, and we'll cover it. More heads is better than one, right?
That's it.
So, anyway, that's all I got. Sax Man, T, thank y'all for coming by as always. Everybody, y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all Thursday.
Night, everybody.
Night, y'all.
Remember, Jesus saves. I ain't gonna say the rest. It's wrong. Babyface Nelson withdraw. George Nelson withdraw. Later, everybody.